We are here at CPAC 2025 with Yasser Elgebaly, the CEO of Parler. Thanks so much for spending time with the Daily Signal.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I remember the moment when Parler was canceled. You were shut down by Amazon, and you have come back even stronger, I would like to think. And so tell us the story, Yasser, about the evolution of Parler since that moment 5 years ago.
2019 to be exact. So we weren't part of the original team for Parler. We acquired Parler in 23. But we went through the learning curve with Parler, original Parler. We saw what happened to them. And at that time, we had a piece that they were missing, which is the cloud piece, which is a big tech. And we were always like, I wish that we had that platform because we're a big free speech company. And we saw that and we were like, if we had that platform on our technology, we would have never been canceled. So when we acquired them, in 45 days, we relaunched it back. Because when we acquired the platform, it was shut down. And when we did that, we've been told that they will never come back because it's a dead platform. We said, forget it, let's do it. And it was a big surprise for my team because they never thought I would be in politics. And when we acquired that platform, it's all politics. And my team, almost 10% of them quit. And they were like, no, it's just, so I start, so like, okay, fine. It's a challenge. It's a little small challenge. And we launched it in 45 days. We told the world, hey, we're back. And then we start building other platforms on top of that. We built Play TV, we built Burst, and then at the end, we launched our own crypto project, which is Optio, and put everything on blockchain. So it can have, nobody will ever come back and shut us down.
Amazing. I want to get into all those things, but tell me, what was the motivation for you back in 2023 that you saw an opportunity here with Parler?
It was the same motivation for Elon Musk when he picked up X. Big free speech advocate. We saw what happened when you have $1 billion company get to the trash with one click of a button. It happens with President Trump when he was kicked out of social media. So we thought we'd do something different. And we make sure that this won't happen again with anybody that comes into our platform. So I'm a big believer of free speech. I came from Egypt and in the 90s, and we did the revolution in 2011. And we pretty much taught the world that you can use social media to tumble regimes that sits there for 30 years without wars. So social media is a very, very powerful weapon. And if it was used right and the right thing, I think it can be a very powerful weapon.
Oh, it certainly can. I mean, it had, I think, a profound influence in the 2024 presidential election here. You referenced that moment in early 2021 when all of the social media platforms decided to ban Donald Trump, who was then in the White House, still as president. Elon Musk comes along, he buys X, and we've seen a change supposedly from Meta and Zuckerberg. Do you think that this is enduring, or do we need to be cautiously optimistic about this new tone?
Very cautiously optimistic, because if they did it once, they can do it again. And that's why we build our own big tech. With all due respect, Mark started Meta in 2004 as a very unique idea of connecting people and broker that. But it turns out to be pretty much a marketing broker platform that basically benefit from connecting people. And then it turns into politics in 2019 and 2020. But I hope he's back into the reality is now we have a president that is a big free speech advocate. And I don't think he'll be able to do it in these 4 years. But we will be ready for the next 4 years. So,
now you mentioned earlier some of the other products that you've built, including Parler Cloud. Let's start with that. But then I'd love to hear about Burst and Play TV and some of the alternatives that you've created that users who may be dissatisfied with some of those more establishment platforms that have not always been champions of free speech can go and use your products instead.
So the whole simple idea for us is that nobody have ever thought about users. Everybody, they thought about influencers, they thought about themselves, but nobody have ever thought about users. So you scroll up and down in your phone for 24/7. What do you benefit besides burning battery lives? Zero. So when you actually see what we did is that we put the users first. Number one, we have no advertisement, no ads. Number two, now you can earn rewards. And number three, and the most important thing, the content is porn free. So we're the only social media platform that does not have porn on it. Very conservative, number one.
Thank you for that. Thank you for
Absolutely,
taking
you're
that
welcome.
stance.
And we put children first. That's number one. Number two, and the most important thing is what do we do with the content? Is we let the users decide. We don't want to.
What a novel concept, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We let the users decide. So we remove the algorithm. And when we remove the algorithm, that means there is no ranking. And no ranking means that we don't have any influence on the social media content. We let the users do whatever they want. So when the user turn into an influencer, then become a power. And that's what we did. So we launched Burst, which is a TikTok alternative, and Play TV, which is a YouTube alternative. And the best thing we did is that we told the users, bring your content and own your channels, but own your content. So you imagine the revenue, the stream of revenue that comes in from all of that goes 90% to the influencers, 10% for the users. So when you ask me, it's like, how do you make money? We don't make money from content, but we don't make money from advertisement as well. How we do that is that we actually enable that through the blockchain. And that's what generate the revenue and makes us more profitable. The user content come to us and they pretty much get their rewards and they can go spend it in marketing and go on products. And that's why we created that as a utility. So
Fascinating. What a great concept. For our audience who are watching or listening, what's your message then to them why they should give Parler a try?
it's your data. You own it. It's number one. And if you're not paying for a product, you are the product. And if you think about when you are on any social media platform, what do they want from you? They want one thing, your data. And your profile pretty much have a price tag on it. And I can tell you those price tags, people will be shocked. $900 in some social media platforms. So what do they do with that? They sell it. So if you want people to sell your data, and people sometimes they don't care, but if they actually find out that everything they do in their lives has been influenced by that data, pretty much it's not fair, because that's not the way that this country is being built, which is transparency. There's no transparency. You sign the user agreement, you're done. Your data is theirs. So we did that in a different way. We don't sell, we don't market, we don't even send you emails with any marketing. So that's the difference.
Yes, yeah, no. Well, thank you for explaining that. So we're here at CPAC. You have a spot just up the way on Media Row here. Yep. What's the reception been among people here, conservatives who
people are shocked that we're back.
Okay, yeah. That's great.
People are shocked that we're back. We thought every single person that comes to us is like, I had a Parler account. I'm going to reactivate it.
Yes.
Yes.
That was the case for me too, by the way. Yeah.
Parler was the home for all the people that were kicked out of social media at one point.
Yes.
Including President Trump, including every single person and a politician. That was their home. And they have accounts. We want them to be back. Why? Because we want them to be ready, have alternative. It cannot be just X or Meta or TikTok. We have to have hundreds of alternatives. That is why we're back, because we're just an enabler. So,
and a final question for you. You know, so many people today consume the news through social media platforms. What is your approach then to making sure that, you know, they can get unfiltered news, uncensored news on Parler?
So when you brought a very good point. So we launched Parler Pulse. Parler Pulse is a news feed that comes in from multiple news outlets, but we apply our AI model on it. And we actually make sure that these are real and actually legit source of information. So we can stay away from the misinformation and disinformation and all of that. But pretty much we applied AI, and we now have a news feed that is called Pulse. So when you log onto our apps, you have all these arsenals of platforms that you can go to, and allows you to go and make sure that there is no interaction between you and a moderator that basically filter your content. So we have no filtering. So
excellent.
Yeah,
Well, Yasser, congratulations.
Thank you.
Make sure that you're following the Daily Signal on Parler if you're not already. Check it out. It's a great platform. We appreciate being part of it and wish you all the best in the future. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished, and thank you for providing an alternative to people like our audience.
This is my first interview in public, so it's sentimental for me. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, yes, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, have a good one. Thank you.